This program is proudly brought to you by the YJFL Live Official app. With live scores, team stats, player stats and much more. Everything you need for the YJFL in the palm of your hand. Download it from the App Store today.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here at AK Line Reserve, where Ashburton just had a big loss to St Mary's. I'm here with Ashburton's assistant coach Luke and Victoria and Taylor. Luke, it's nearly the end of the season. How happy are you with how the girls have progressed so far through the season?
Look, I think overall it's been a positive experience. Yes, it's not always been reflected that way on the scoreboard, but if you consider where we were at the start of the season with a lot of new players, some of whom had never kicked a football before, look, we weren't going to be covering ourselves in glory, but each week we've set about little goals and little improvements, and we've been able to achieve those.
Yeah, today was a tough loss, but I thought the tackling the girls were doing today was quite good. Can you speak to that?
Well, tackling and defending is probably one of the skills that the girls can acquire straight up. It takes a while to develop kicking and other game sense, but everyone can be a defender, and I think they bring that attitude to their game, that I can get in the way, I can pull off a tackle.
Yeah. So Taylor, how do you think you came along this season personally?
Yeah, good, I think. We had a good start to our season, so I thought that I played pretty well, and as we've come along, I think just everyone in general, our skills have improved a lot, so yeah, it's been really good.
Was this your first season?
No, this is my third.
Yeah, cool. Victoria, was this your first season?
No, I've been playing for a fair few years now.
Right, okay, so how do you think a lot of the new girls went this season not being able to play before?
I think there's been a massive improvement from the start till now. A lot of the sort of younger girls have come such a long way, and I think it showed today, especially in the last quarter, when we got a bit of momentum and started coming back.
Yeah, it's kind of been a pattern with Ashburton this season about just having one really strong quarter. As a coach, does that show a lot of promise to you for the next season? That girls have proven so far this season that in certain times they can hang with the best teams in the league?
Oh, definitely, and I think we've got one last game to go. They'll go away on their break reflecting on those areas of the game that they can improve on, whether it's individual fitness or whether it's kicking or whatever it is, and they'll come back next season with a higher expectation of themselves, and they won't be starting from scratch. So it'll be, I think, a more positive result for us next year, and we're going to be joined by some experienced under-16s as well. So I think next season bodes pretty well.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us today, and for everyone at home, we're going over to St Mary's.
Thanks, Jamali. I'm Richard Binney here with the winning coach for St Mary's, Lee Piccioni. Lee, once again, a bit similar to the last time you played Ashburton, a really good result. What did you make of today?
Today's game, Richard, I thought was good in that last time we played Ashburton, they crowded us and they locked the ball down. Whereas today, our direction was to keep it open, spread a little bit more, and stop them from defending in numbers, whereas they had to defend one-on-one. So I thought today's overall game was quite good.
You played Charlotte Evans up forward for a bit, and she bobbed up in the first quarter and kicked a goal.
Yeah, Charlotte was ready. Her role is to play a little bit of ruck and mainly forward, and I thought it was her best, one of her best games today, all around the ground. But her endeavour and her commitment to the game was good.
And Sammy Temple bobbed up, kicked 3 herself, which is a personal best for her this season, I think.
Yeah, nice to get Sammy 3 goals. She works hard. She sometimes is not quite in the right position, but today I thought she did a good job and bobbing up with 3 goals.
What about Matilda Blakey? She had a really nice game today, I thought. I mean, it's hard to pick a standout today. I mean, you had so many good contributors.
Yeah, Tilly is very dependable. She likes to play back. I've had her on the ball throughout the year just to see, whether she can play in that position, and she can play that position as well. But she's very dependable down back line.
Now, next week it's a bit of a unique situation for you. You'll be playing Whitehorse, who didn't have a great game against them last time you played over at their ground. You weren't too pleased with your team's endeavour. How are you going to treat this game next week, considering that you most likely be playing them 2 weeks in a row based on today's results?
Compared to last time we played them, I think both teams have probably improved. I know we have. So my girls will be ready for it next week. How do you approach it? Do you approach it as the last game of the season and you want to win? That's what we want to do. I want to keep that winning form. So, it's up to them.
And just touching on finals for a bit, you're again in a unique situation in that you've got such a large list of players. How are you going to handle that coming into the business end?
I'm sitting down at the moment trying to work that out, trying to work out the best way to get these girls on and have some sort of contribution to the game. It's still 2 weeks away, and most nights I'm sitting down just having a look at it all.
Well, once again, congratulations on the win. It was St Mary's emphatic winners over Ashburton today. I'm Richard Binney for Sports Management, signing out from the AK Line.
This has been another complete sports management production.